3 reasons not to buy a house in 2023. 1. Mortgage rates are high. According to Freddie Mac, on January 19, 2023, the average weekly mortgage rate was 6.15%. This is lower than the average weekly rate over the last 6 months, but far higher than the historical norm. Not since 2007 have mortgage rates been persistently above 6%. High interest rates on mortgages make both the monthly payment and the overall cost of borrowing money higher. This might make it harder for you to buy a property, and if the increased cost of borrowing is too much to bear, you shouldn't proceed. There is no assurance that rates will decrease in the near future. However, this might change if the economy experiences a downturn and fewer people choose to take out mortgages. Alternatively, the Federal Reserve could decide to stop rising interest rates and begin lowering them. Even if that doesn't happen, you shouldn't buy a home in 2023 if you can't pay the mortgage loan because of rising interest rates. 2. Property values are still high in many parts of the country. Experts predict that real estate prices will continue to rise in 2023, but at a more gradual rate than in the years after the COVID-19 epidemic. When prices are high, it's tempting to try to buy more house than you can comfortably afford. You definitely don't want to be in that predicament. The decline of the property market might also put you at danger of being underwater, or owing more on your home than it is now worth. You may want to hold off on buying a home until 2023 and see how the market develops, especially if high mortgage rates continue to dampen demand and cause prices to plummet to pre-pandemic lows. 3. The country could enter into a recession. Many economists believe a recession will hit the United States in 2023. A lengthy period of economic slowness is called a recession, and it typically results in decreased product demand and the layoff of many workers. It's likely that you might experience monetary repercussions in the event of an economic slump. It's possible to lose your work or have your pay cut in half, depending on your field and level of expertise. If you've already made the decision to buy a property, but then your income drops, you might be in a lot of financial trouble. You might want to wait until the economy stabilizes before purchasing a home unless you have a sizable savings account, a secure income, and no doubts about your ability to make your mortgage payments no matter what happens. Some homebuyers, however, may conclude that they are in a strong enough financial position to purchase a property regardless of the increased price or mortgage rate. And that's not always the bad one, either. When determining whether or not to buy, it is essential to take into account your individual circumstances and long-term ambitions. However, these concerns may make a purchase in 2023 unwise, so be informed. The bottom line: rather than attempting to guess when is the best moment to buy, you could feel more at peace if you just made a purchase when you were ready. For as far as records go back, the market has seen cycles, as Akerold puts it. There will be a big drop in prices at some point, but homebuyers shouldn't waste their time trying to predict when it will happen because that's a game only developers and speculators play. It may happen tomorrow or in 5 years. When trying to determine the optimal moment to buy or sell, it is often helpful to think independently of the crowd. Akerold recommends that, before making an offer, homebuyers think about their monthly net income, the cost of buying versus renting, and how long they want to keep the property. If you've been renting and are ready to make the leap into homeownership, now is as good a time as ever, according to experts. Even if prices continue to fall, you won't see much of a difference in your monthly rent payments. In his opinion, I always think it's an excellent time to buy a home if you are in the market and financially able, Horton adds. Since every person requires a place to call home, investing in real estate is a safe bet for the long run. Even if you want to buy a property right now, Marr says, changes in the market may make it impossible. As lenders tighten credit standards due to rising unemployment, homebuyers may require a higher credit score or lower debt-to-income ratio to qualify for a mortgage, Marr notes. Lenders are offering fewer products, which allows them to reduce prices to entice consumers during the downturn, so those who do qualify may pay less in closing costs. The rising cost of homeowner insurance has also made it more difficult to qualify for a mortgage on a house in some regions of the country. Some Americans will be forced to leave vulnerable places due to rising insurance premiums, such as coastal Florida and the California hills. Next year, and beyond, we anticipate disaster insurance rates to continue rising, making housing more expensive in some areas, Maher adds.